What is going on, my people? I'm back at it. Right now, we're gonna be on our way to, well, I'm gonna be on my way to go pick up the block from the shop. So right now I'm on my way, and also my SVO swap took a shit on me. The turbo started smoking like a freight train, and I'm trying to take it apart so I can rebuild it. I've never rebuilt a turbo before. I've ordered parts. I know I mentioned that I was going to buy a brand new eBay turbo or something, and I'm still thinking about buying a turbo off of eBay just to test them out, see what's up, because I know a lot of people. I don't really trust eBay turbos, that much, because, well, I mean, I kind of have a trust in eBay turbos to some extent, because I've seen people, not personally, I haven't personally seen people, use them, but I have seen a lot of YouTube videos where people, like, for instance, the Boosted Boys, Kyle was using for the longest time, eBay turbos, and, he was, pushing 700. So it's kind of motivating to, see somebody like that put down 700 horsepower. That's one of the main reasons why I would I kind of want to do it, because literally eBay turbos are like literally $100, and to rebuild this turbo is going to cost me, if I ship it out to get it rebuilt, it's going to run me about at least 400. No, I'm sorry. Like 300. I saw the website was said that standard rebuild, if you don't need anything, out of the ordinary, it's gonna run you about $375, and that was from, I can't remember what the website was called, but yes, $400 for a turbo, man. I think I'd rather just buy a brand new one, man. I could go get a for a couple more hundred, I could probably go get a Borg Warner, or what was it, Turbonetics. They're somewhere around like $800. But really, like, I don't want to spend $800 on a turbo for a motor that's not worth $200, $300. Especially if I'm not 100% sure that I want to keep this motor. I do have plans for this motor, but as of now, it is not my priority to go buy a $800 turbo for something that I'm possibly gonna fucking get rid of, and swap it for something bigger, 5.0 or 351. So I don't know. I'm probably just not gonna spend the money for that, and I'll probably just save it to go buy another block and work on it. Use that money for the other block and work on it, and then I know I could probably use, if I end up not keeping this turbo, I'm sorry, this engine, I know I could use that turbo for another engine, for another application. But as of right now, I'm gonna go NA, and later down the line, I'm probably gonna set up my engine, for turbo, in case later down the line I want to boost it. Anyway, I want to boost it, whether it's a turbo or a supercharger or pro charger, whatever. Because pro chargers, the kits, for a Fox body, they're running about what, like $2,500. It's cheap. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's viable. For somebody that's a regular person like me. I don't know about you, but I'm a regular ass broke person, and I want to make some power, you know, and you know, a Pro Charger off of late model Resto. They're running for about $2,500. So if anything, I'd rather just go buy me a fucking, you know, brand new turbo. I'm sorry, not a turbo, a Pro Charger. So yeah, so right now we're just gonna be on my way. I'm gonna turn you guys around and time lapse the ride. All right, we're here, Horsepower Farms. Yeah, it's the first time. Well, since I've got here, this is the first time that I actually brought my parts to any, you know, shop. So we'll see what's up. Everything should be done. So, and it looks like they're open, so should be good. I'm back at the shop. So I really appreciate people that tell you things straight up, and you know, kind of like this guy. He actually told me, you know, I had him, you know, polish the crank and acid wash the block, and he did it. He did everything. He told me that he didn't really want to keep going on the crank because the crank was scored pretty good, and he showed me, and honestly, yeah, I mean, I wish I would have seen it, you know, before I took it. That way I would have just took off the crank from the block that I have, you know, laying here at the garage. And right now what I'm gonna do is just take this one apart and take it to him hopefully tomorrow. Basically, he told me the block is gonna need some an overbore, and it's probably gonna need to be decked. And he said definitely either get a new crank or get oversized bearings. And I already have the bearings, so it really doesn't make any sense to you know, get them oversized. So he told me I don't recommend you using this crank anymore. So I told him, yeah, you know what, I got another one. Let me just go. It's still in the block. Let me go take it apart, check it out. I'll bring it over to you and see you know what's up. All right, so we're over here at the shop. It's the next day, and I'm still wearing the same shit because I don't care. So I was taking the motor apart, and I'm stuck right now. I'm stuck in the balancer part. I'm stuck taking the balancer out. and I can't take it out. My puller actually bent. You know, this is the first. Obviously, I've had this puller for a couple of years now, and it's like this puller is so seized in there that my puller. I mean, I'm sorry. This balancer is so seized in there that my puller actually bent, and I can't take the balancer off because it's seized so bad in there. So, you know, I'm really stuck with two options. Either, you know, go buy another puller and possibly have this happen again, or I can, you know, just take the block, you know, the way it is over to the shop so this guy can remove it himself, because otherwise I'm just gonna be going back and forth, you know, from, you know, the auto parts store or, you know, Harbor Freight, which is pretty far. Both of those are pretty far away. You know, the time that it's gonna take me to go over there and come back, and then if it bends and then go back over there, I'm just gonna be wasting a whole lot of time. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take the block over to him and have him remove it. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you what the puller looks like now. Okay, so I actually asked, you know, I'm pretty sure that this has to do. Look at this. That is insane. Look at that bend. Dang. I'm pretty sure that this is a cause of, you know, corrosion from the salt and whatever. You know, it could be. It could be. Don't quote me on that, because I pulled a couple balancers off with this puller, and you know, this never happened. This is the first time this has ever happened. I'm gonna take the block off and, you know, take it over to him. So yeah, So we'll see what's up. Congratulations, I just played myself. So I guess the problem was that I had my my washer, the bolt washer. Obviously, I had my bolt off of the balancer, but what I didn't take off and I never noticed was this goddamn washer right here. For some reason, I mean, I still don't understand how. I haven't really checked it, but I don't understand how this washer can seize up this, or maybe not seize up, maybe I really don't understand what the problem was, man. I mean, the washer just sits in here inside. Well, I gotta check it. I gotta take a look at it to understand why I didn't do that. But the problem was that I wasn't able to take the balancer off because I had the damn washer in there, and for some reason, you know, my removal tool wasn't able to take off the balancer. So I actually took it off. I mean, I looked at it inside, and what do you know, the washer was in the balancer. So I took the washer off. I actually I used my my ratchet with a breaker bar. Honestly, like, it didn't even feel like it was that hard. I used the breaker bar, and you know, it came out super smooth. So I guess if anybody has a problem with taking off the balancer, check to see if and if you obviously removed your bolt, check to see if your washer is still in there, because that will cause, you know, the balancer to not come out. So just a little advice from somebody that's fucked up. So yeah, now I'm just gonna finish taking this apart, and to the shop it goes. All right, guys. This is the next day. I didn't record a outro because I was kind of busy. We went to the store, did this and that and whatever. They had a sale going on in Sears, so we stopped by and we, you know, went looking around the whole store. I bought a couple things, nothing too major. And basically my entire day after we took the block, you know, went by right there. So you know, I'm just recording this outro because I hadn't done it. Man, it is. I'm sweating like a pig, man. This weather ain't no joke right now, and it's hot. But yeah, so I'm out, and you know, catch me on the next one, probably next week. Hopefully next week, cross your fingers. I'm gonna go pick up that block, and hopefully I'm gonna start assembling it. Honestly, I haven't even done anything to that Mustang back there. So I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna take it to the thing anymore. But yeah. And we still haven't done any work to this car. You know, the motor is still back there. So still haven't disassembled it. My girl is just about to, you know, go to Mexico right now, and she's really not gonna have any time to do this. And honestly, I think I'm gonna end up, you know, disassembling this block myself because she never has time to do anything. And well, actually, you know what? I'll take that back. I'm not sure when I'm gonna take that thing. I'm gonna take the thing apart. I think I'm gonna take one thing at a time because I think right now I'm biting off more than I could chew. And yeah, so I will catch you guys on hopefully next week. Later.